Hoover Cardinals.
My name is Omar Martinez.
And my name is Kenya Gorola.
We are glad to bring you the first nest of the new semester.
We are both Alma seniors, and we are very happy to bring you Hoover News and Entertainment Student Television.
On this week's episode, seniors fundraise for prom,
An update on scholarships,
and we recap the walkout memorializing Parkland victims.
Hoover students held a memorial ceremony in remembrance of the Stoneman Douglas High School victims before spring break. Led by students for students, the memorial took place at Hoover Stadium. Angelica tells us more.
On Wednesday, March 14, 2018, the Hoover Cardinals had a memorial for the 17 victims that lost their lives at Douglas High School. And this is what my fellow Cardinals have to say. Do you think it was necessary to do this memorial?
I do think it was necessary in a way to show that, even the event happened in Florida, we're still supporting all out here in San Diego.
I think it was necessary to prove that students aren't going to take school shootings sitting down.
Is this memorial going as planned?
So far, so good. It's about to start right now. Students came to the field. Students who wanted to watch are in the stands. Students who want to take part in the heart are on the field. So far, so good.
Do you have any other thoughts on what's going on?
I'm excited to see how it continues. I'm excited for students to see that their voice can impact the world, can impact our community. I'm just really proud of you guys. I'm just very proud. I feel like a proud father right now. I'm very, very proud of you guys, so well done.
How do you feel about this walkout?
I have to say I'm so impressed with the students of Hoover and the staff. This was a beautiful event today, well thought out, well planned, and it just warms my heart to see a community come together. And I am just absolutely so proud of every student here today.
The Student Action Committee planned and hosted the students-led ceremony attended by most students.
Have you seen students carrying green and blue boxes around campus? As senior expenses approach, many seniors are fundraising by selling chocolate in order to raise enough money for prom expenses. Aram tells us more.
Remember those boxes of chocolate students were selling around campus a couple of weeks ago? Well, the seniors here at Hoover were selling chocolates to fundraise for prom expenses. Selected seniors are selling chocolates from beginning of February to April 4th, hoping to raise the estimated $85 to go to prom. How long does it take to sell the chocolates?
For me personally, I feel like it takes me like a couple of days to sell just a box.
What are the regulations?
So we're not allowed to sell during school. We can only sell 30 minutes after school.
Who thought of the idea of selling chocolates?
I feel like the cabinet came together and we thought about it together because we needed money for prom, so it was just one of the biggest fundraisers we had going for us.
Actually, this is the first time that I've participated in the chocolate fundraising with the class of 2018. If I had known about this fundraiser before and how amazing it is, I would have done this a long time ago. This is actually an extension of the campaign that we started about a month ago. We're going to be continuing the campaign until April 4th to raise money for the senior class's prom. One of the things that I want to point out is that you'll notice the great wall of chocolate back here. These are green boxes, which has everyone's favorite chocolates in it. Everybody loves the chocolate almonds, and so these are loaded with the chocolate almonds that everybody is trying to get their hands on. So we got lots of chocolate, and then we got to get it sold so that we can pay for prom.
How many boxes have you sold?
I currently only sold one so far, but I've been really busy, but it took me like 2 days to sell, so not much, but I'll be able to go back again, get another box, and hopefully sell another box real quick.
How much money did you make?
So with each box, I make about $60, and I've sold 4, so I've fundraised about $240.
Seniors, if you're planning to sell, please report to Miss RD's room 202. Students, please support our class of 2018 by buying chocolates.
You're a senior, Kenya. Have you been selling chocolate?
No, but after hearing that they are raising lots of money, I may have to start. Omar, prom dresses are expensive.
Seniors, don't forget to apply for scholarships. This is your chance to get the funds to pay off college. David tells us more on the topic of scholarships.
Do you like creating greeting cards? Are you a vegetarian? Can you make good duck noises? It's scholarship season now, and there are scholarships available for you. In fact, there are scholarships for everything and everyone. However, there are more serious scholarships available. All grades are eligible. You just need to know where to look.
So for the last few years that I've been scholarship counselor, we have raised sometimes close to $1 million, which was including all the financial aid packages that our seniors have received. Usually it's at least $500,000 that our seniors bring in scholarships, not only from the Hoover specific scholarships, but the outside scholarships that they apply for.
I got a lot of help from my ODI mentor. He helped me a lot with writing my essays for the scholarships, and I also get a lot of help from CAC because they review like all the essays and they help me with deadlines.
When did you start applying to scholarships?
I started applying to scholarships as early as sophomore year, and I was actually surprised because the first one I applied to, I ended up receiving. So that goes to show that not many people applied to the earlier scholarships. The first scholarship I received was the Jones Family Foundation, and it was for $1,000. And even though it was small, it helped me build confidence to apply to more scholarships.
How can students make applying for scholarships an easier process?
So the best advice I have for our seniors is to check their emails because right now, especially right before spring break and then usually April, that's when all the Hoover specific scholarships will be out on the scholarship table, and so those are the ones that aren't online. And so the best thing is to do is come in after school and pick up those applications, check your email, and ask their English teacher.
If you plan on attending college, scholarships are your best friend, helping you avoid student debt. As the school comes to an end, make sure to apply to as many as you can. Seniors, apply for scholarships. Money saved on college now will be money you don't need to pay back in loans.
Do you ever need to take 3 buses to get to your destination? The new transit line built on 15 freeway is now accessible. Levin tells us more.
Many of you may have seen the construction going on by the 15 freeway for the past few years. This Saturday, it was finally completed and open to the public. During the formation of the 15 freeway, City Heights was left divided and empty. Maria Cortez and a dedicated group of individuals fought for the redevelopment of City Heights streets. Their main battle was for the development of the center line. After a 35-year battle, they finally accomplished their goal.
Well, it first started for me about 35 years ago when they were building the center line, also with the freeway. But they started building the center line, wanting to know, well, they destroyed us. By leaving this empty, we had our blocks, our communities were separated. I, along with community members, wanted to not be separated. We wanted to have our communities come together. When I'm saying we, I'm saying the community. We fought the struggles to get to where we are at right now. It took 35 years in the making, but we wanted something better for City Heights because we deserve the best. Our kids deserve the best.
Although the center line was accomplished, the community group still feels that there is still some more challenges to address. One goal in mind is the Purple Line, which would be the trolley line that could go from the South Bay to Kearny Mesa.
There's still a lot of work to be done, and there's a rich history of community organizing, community advocacy here. 40 years from 1978 to 2018 has achieved a lot. Freeway cap parks, Boulevard Transit, City Heights Transit Plaza, and the Centerline stations, the SR15 commuter bikeway, a lot. But we're still going to keep pushing for more, and we're gonna keep pushing for the Purple Line light rail trolley that's going to serve here. We're going to keep pushing for the art that tells the story here. We're going to keep pushing for the Central Avenue bikeway that's being planned here, and we want to make transit more affordable.
They can get involved by joining their town councils, area planning committees, and also their neighborhood associations, and also coming to the City Heights Development Corporation and find out what's going on with us, because we have a lot to do in the community. We speak with and for the community. We work together with and for the community. That's what it's all about.
As you can see, you can also make a positive impact in your community. You can help by donating, volunteering, and raising awareness of the topic.
Omar, you no longer have to catch 3 buses to hang out at the beach.
silliness, news, entertainment, student television.
Did you know San Diego is one of the worst cities in the country for human trafficking? Yasir spreads awareness.
The majority of people we see in everyday life are connected thanks to the internet.
Random chat sites like Omegle and more personal pages like Facebook have all been and continue to be used to solicit young people.
What is a common misconception about human trafficking?
A common misconception about human trafficking is that it's just sexual, and human trafficking could be labor as well. And we think that we'll see human traffickers exploiting people out on the street, but it's just happening right under our noses.
In my profession, in my career, I've probably dealt with about 5 to 10 in the last couple of years incidents dealing with human trafficking.
Yes, I have. Unfortunately, that is a very serious situation that affects not only our nation, but San Diego is actually one of the top 10 destinations for humans to be trafficked.
If you need someone to talk to on the subject, please call this number and be careful, as oftentimes the people who want to harm you are those closest to you.
Stay safe, Cardinals. Remember, if you see any suspicious activity, make sure to let proper authorities know.
As college acceptances letters are rolling in, seniors are now facing the perplexity of choosing between schools. Omar tells us more on this issue.
Hoover seniors are starting to receive college admission letters. The question now is, what convinced them to choose that specific one? Their answers are due by May 1st, and now their struggle is to decide which one to go with.
When is the deadline for accepting college admissions letters?
May 1st is going to be a super important day because that's when students have to notify colleges that they've accepted the right offer. And so hopefully it means that kids looked at financial aid offers, that they have visited a campus, talked to parents. It's an important decision, and it'll be May 1st.
When it comes to selecting a college, I recommend for students to kind of do a background check on the particular college and see if it matches their academic interest, and maybe even visit the school to see if they feel comfortable in there.
I got 3 admission letters so far.
What factors are you taking into consideration while accepting college admission letters?
It will have to be the distance the school is from where I live, how much if my parents and I can afford it, and also the kind of programs that the school offers.
I've received 3 acceptance letters out to CSUs, Humboldt, San Marcos, and Long Beach. So the way I know that college is perfect for me is the one that offers me the most money, and also the one that best matches my academic interest.
Now it's up to us seniors to choose what best matches you and your decided major. Wishing you every success. Good luck, Cardinals.
Deadlines to enroll for all universities is May 1st. Review your financial and housing packages to help you make your decision. Good luck, seniors.
Interested in owning your own company? Yes is a program offered to Hoover students who are interested in becoming successful entrepreneurs. Rosa further explains more on this topic.
Hoover High has a club on campus that gives students who are interested in pursuing a career in entrepreneurship guidance and support on accomplishing their goals in their fields of business.
What is the organization's goal?
The Young Entrepreneur Society's goal is to introduce the concept of entrepreneurship to high school students on a national scale.
The purpose of this organization is to inform students and motivate them to reach the goal.
So what can students get from being involved in YES? It's really absorbing like the mindset of other entrepreneurs. Success is not taught, it's caught.
The YES Club is a nonprofit organization that promotes involvement in order for students to learn about more.
What does it take to become an entrepreneur?
What it takes? Your energy. Giving and giving and giving.
Meetings are held every Wednesday during lunch in Ms. Towers' room 1058.
Hoover students, make sure to take advantage of this amazing opportunity. For more information, visit Ms. Towers in room 1057.
Ever thought of the idea of your teacher having a firearm? Well, that might become a reality. Melissa tackles the debate.
Since the start of 2018, 18 school shootings have occurred. After the recent deadly shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, Donald Trump has stated 20% of teachers should be armed. Should Hoover teachers be armed?
If we have a good security system and a good prevention system, then there's no need for teachers to have a weapon and risk having to use it or having to be forced to use it against his or her own students.
Trump states arming teachers can prevent violent school shootings. However, Hoover teachers and local law enforcement state Trump's idea of arming teachers is the wrong approach. They believe arming teachers won't eliminate school shootings, even though other states believe it will.
Would you take the opportunity to be an armed teacher?
I think if it was mandated and it was required and all that, someone with my background, yeah, I would take the opportunity. However, I don't think it's, I think it's a very short-sighted solution to a deeper problem, and, and I'm not a proponent for it.
Do you think this would affect the students' learning environment?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I do. Absolutely. And when we're in class, we need to focus on doing what we need to do to learn as students, to learn as people, to go on to college, to go on to an awesome career. That's what we need to be focusing on. The fact that students have to think, and staff, for 1 nanosecond that their safety is at risk is ridiculous, and it's sad. And I think that we as Hoover, a Hoover community, we can create a community and an environment where we're inclusive and that's not even a consideration. And I think that that is what I have taken from this more than anything else, is that it's on us to truly create an environment where we're supportive of each other, and that if we see someone who needs love, that we give that love to that student or staff member.
Arming teachers can cause different dangerous and harmful situations for both the teachers and students. Most on campus agree that armed teachers is not the best option or solution. However, many of the viewpoints have changed since the recent news that having guns on hand won't be mandatory.
Debate about firearms in classrooms for San Diego schools will continue. For now, students should continue to follow all lockdown procedures to stay safe. That concludes today's episode.
Remember, grades are due this Friday.
Tickets to watch Hoover's baseball game are now on sale for $10 and $15 to buy a Padres ticket.
And remember, last chance to purchase your yearbook before the pre-sale ends this Friday. I am Omar.
And I am Kenya from The Nest.
Remember, Wednesdays are awesome.